Welcome back. This is C. Murray. This is The Last of Us Left Behind DLC video walkthrough. Chapter 2, Mallrats.
Well, come on. Up we go.
So here we are being introduced to the character Riley.
How'd you find them?
The fireflies?
Yeah,
Remember that firefly you bit and stole it?
I remember him.
Who is
Trevor.
Ellie's
I saw him walking down the street
friend
last
from the
night.
past. We are now
I
in
followed
the
him into
past.
alley, and all these fireflies ambushed me. They took me right to their hideout. To Marlene.
This
Were you scared?
Terrified.
this is
I
where
thought
the
this woman
DLC
could
starts to
actually
jump
shoot me.
back and forth
Instead, she just says, "What took you so long?"
between
She was expecting
the present and the past. Okay,
She
back
just
here.
Made you a firefly?
This is where I miss a
Something like that.
collectible.
That
As you
whole
come through here,
test.
for the life of me, I can't remember what it is I did miss, but I remember coming back and getting a collectible after I completed the DLC because I missed it. Maybe it was in that. No, that's the room we're supposed to go in. I'm not being of much help, but I know there's not much around here, but there is a collectible that I did miss. For what for what that's worth.
Come on.
I apologize, folks. I just got back from class. I am currently going to college, so I try to fit this in whenever I can. And I literally just walked in the door, sat down, and wanted to finish recording this.
I don't know. No one really.
What about Tino and the rest of the guys?
Alright, so we're gonna follow her over this gap,
Your friends.
But you
through this door. We're starting to get a little backstory between these two. Right here's a voice
You found the light yet?
or a conversation.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Through this playthrough, I do obtain all the conversations, I believe, or all the speaking roles for the
All I
trophy.
know is that I'm not a soldier.
My intent was to do a 100% completion playthrough for the very first time, but it being the first time, I happened to miss a few. But I went back and picked it up, so when I can remember, I will inform you of what to do. But I do remember that I missed one back there.
30 days, my ass.
And now coming up here, there's actually going to be a few
Time they just do what the
speaking
doctor said.
collectibles that you can easily
You
miss.
were infected?
As part of
And I'll point them
negotiations,
out as we get closer.
You know,
I must correct myself from the previous video for Chapter 1. I specified that pretty much our only weapons were going to be the handgun, pistol,
Oh shit! Hi.
knife, and the occasional Molotov, but you do obtain a rifle later on that I somehow completely forgot about. It's a very short-lived experience with it, but you do get some power later on, which
I'm a bit jumpy. lately.
helps a lot, but it's, God, that part's kind of a bitch.
Careful. It's wet.
Because I actually play this playthrough where I believe I
Maybe I
take
should-
out every enemy. I kind of do less stealth on this playthrough, and
She wants you safe at that school.
kind of figure out how to complete each level without sneaking by,
Why does she care?
or each encounter.
She's worried I'll get you into trouble.
Whatever.
So a bit of a slow start on this DLC, which I'm fine with, because the one thing we like most, at least I like most about The Last of Us, was its ability to tell a story so well. And it's nice to be able to venture into Ellie's world and spend more time with her, because I really enjoyed that when we
Here, Riley.
kind of woke up as her and started hunting out in the snow.
Is it a dinosaur?
Maybe.
This down here is where I was speaking about
You'll just have to
previously of the easily missed speaking point. You're gonna go down this elevator or escalator and run back here, and then as you can see, you're gonna look here at this
Saving up for that
this
vacation?
billboard.
every penny. You?
Every penny.
Hey, what did we end up picking?
Hello, surfing in LA?
That's right. Surfing in LA.
Surfing. I've never actually gone surfing. I've always wanted to. as random as that is. Okay, now here's a critical one. I believe I paused so I give myself time to emphasize, do not go down this path, whatever you do. You must go to the left of this billboard advertisement to obtain this speaking point. If you go down the right path, you will miss it, and there's no going back.
Bullshit.
You'll have to
You telling me
replay the
Corporal
chapter.
Peg gave them back to you?
Of course not. I had to sneak into his office. Riley, I had them in my hands.
But your ass got caught.
But my ass got caught.
And there's water gun references as a foreshadowing. We'll later actually be having a water gun fight
Oh, Ellie.
in a later chapter. It's actually kind of fun.
Coming back.
They take the simplest mechanics in this game and make you completely content with playing them. As you'll soon see here, there's even a brick throwing challenge, which I'm not sure if you can lose. Okay, right here you're going to be able to talk to her again, so you're going to want to do that.
Said he just fell off his horse. Heart attack or something.
Man. Well, how many people get to die of natural causes in this world?
And this game, surprisingly, looks better than most next-gen games that are out right now.
Really?
Tell the truth. I'm not sure why I paused there, but... Okay, now that she's done speaking, you're going to want to follow her into this tent. I want to make sure. There's another speaking part, but I want to make sure. So, we follow her into this tent.
What?
And then you're going to be offered alcohol. You want to drink it. Say yes. You have to
Bingo.
take a sip.
Want some?
Yeah, right here. You do have to accept it.
Sure.
Watch out, that's not beer.
Sorry, my girlfriend's texting me. She just moved out to Utah
Oh my
for a
God.
job offer.
Oh, here. It's disgusting. Told you. Cheers, Winston.
I like the realism of this game. I actually spent last night watching Grounded, the Last of Us documentary. It's free on Amazon Instant Video. Okay, right here is your other speaking point.
What happened to Princess?
This chapter has a lot of speaking points. I believe you can get almost all of them within just this chapter alone. But yeah, so I was watching the Grounded documentary, and it was really interesting to see the behind the scenes of Naughty Dog. I highly recommend the view if you're a fan of this game. This it's such a great game. It truly is. And every time I watch it, I have no issue re-exploring it another time. And I do intend to do the Survivor Plus
Ellie,
playthrough, even though it is late and no one really needs a walkthrough of how to get through the game. But for myself, for the experience and the enjoyment of replaying The Last of Us, I will definitely be venturing back into it.
You know,
I'm actually going to be flying out to Vegas.
How about we find another way?
yeah.
Well, fly out to Vegas, but stay in Utah with my to visit my girlfriend who's living out there working now. And within that week, I plan to knock out a lot of
I'll get you up and over.
gameplay.
See if you can unlock it.
Maybe do The Last of Us Survivor Plus walkthrough. I want to do a Final Fantasy IX walkthrough as well. Yep, sorry. As you can see, I was digressing, but as you can see after that, you just turn around and see the alternate route. Be patient, the door will unlock here. And this, I love this room. I thought this room was really cool.
How the hell did we never find this place?
I wish there was more of it.
Come on.
I wish there was more of everything, though, and I guess you can't be greedy.
Riley,
Perfect.
I did enjoy this room a lot. I thought this was pretty fun. You get to put on the mask,
is that
so
like a wolf man or something?
put the mask on.
So stupid.
Yeah.
And there's some missable speaking roles in this room, so you do want to pay attention. I'll walk you through it. Here you're gonna roar.
Roar. Ellie, really? Fucking roar.
I'd like to play through the Last of Us campaign with that mask on. Have Joel wear that the entire campaign. That'd be fun. Like the old big head modes that you'd find in the original Turok on N64. Okay, over here we're gonna look at the eyeballs. Check that out.
This stuff?
Another speaking role.
I don't
And
get
then
it.
you're gonna turn around and be spooked by her. She'll pop out of the coffin. Be patient.
Wow. That was.
This is where you need to be patient because it's easily missable talking point. At least I feel like it would be. She's gonna look around here,
Cauldron of Shadows.
talk,
Sorry,
but
Carol.
she's actually gonna go where I am standing and walk back into this corner and put on the Dracula mask. And if you miss it, then you'll have to replay the chapter. So just be patient. She'll eventually head over there.
Those masks are even cooler. What? Vampires are like my thing.
Alright, Riley puts on the vampire mask. Wait for the triangle to appear.
I am Count Dracula.
There we are.
Actually, Countess.
I am Countess Dracula.
Yeah.
Alright, now we're going to run down this aisle and pick up the witch mask. Put that on. We'll do our Wizard of Oz impression here. Another talking point.
Slippers! What have you done with them?
Oh my, Toto, what will we do?
Oh man.
Alright, and then we're going to run around and put on another mask right here down this aisle.
Oh, triple phoenix.
Triple Phoenix. If you paid attention in the intro, there's actually a poster of Triple Phoenix on the wall, so I assume it's some type of iconic character within their world.
Adorable. Why, thank you, kind pigeon.
Alright, now that that's out of the way, we're going to go speak to this skull here on the counter. And it's like one of those magic 8-ball things, and you do a lot of them. You just keep doing it, keep doing it until you can't do it anymore. And I believe there's like 8 of them or something like that. There's a lot. It almost seems excessive, but it's still enjoyable.
You gotta turn it over, genius.
This game, this DLC is worth hanging in there. There is strategic encounters that come up here in the future. It's not all story building, but I believe if you're playing The Last of Us and you don't want the story, then you shouldn't be playing The Last of Us. You should be playing, I don't know, something else. Because this game is highly it's founded on story with excellent gameplay to boot and an excellent multiplayer. One of the best multiplayers I've ever played that's attached to it as well. But the story is the prime being of The Last of Us.
The answer is in
So going back to the documentary I watched, it was just really great to see the behind the scenes and the thought process behind it. And again, you shouldn't watch the documentary until you've completed the campaign, but you shouldn't even be playing this or listening to this without completing the original campaign. But yeah, go watch the documentary. It's worth it. I'm not going to speak too much on it. But I also did listen. I listen to a lot of podcasts to keep up with the video game industry because I do a lot of driving. I have to drive to college every day. I commute, so within the commute, I listen to podcasts. there's no podcast, then I resort to music. But I always do podcasts first, and that's how I stay up to date with most of the video game community. And there's an interview on the PlayStation Blogcast of interviewing Naughty Dog Studios and doing an interview on The Last of Us, but on the Left Behind DLC. Okay, stay in here and be patient. Now she's gonna use a skull. And we're almost done with this chapter.
Oh, please. I'm like 10 times funnier than you.
He said, not in this existence.
But they were explaining like the process of all this. They're actually, this might have been in the documentary. I watched the documentary and listened to the interview within the same day, but it was like a half-hour long interview expressing the process of this DLC and how it came to be. But a lot of this, where you feel that sense of realism, it's because a lot of the scenarios are real. There's a lot of why can't I say it? A lot of improvisation. Like I said, folks, I mean, it doesn't excuse me of my my inability to properly speak, especially on such a voice-eccentric video guide, but I did just come home from class. I was just sitting in rush hour traffic, and I believe it's 7 p.m. here, so I guess I was sitting in rush hour traffic a little longer ago than recent, but I'm still just starting to settle back in at my computer station. So, okay, so here there's a little brick game.
Answer a question.
I'm not sure if you can lose. I'm sure maybe it is possible because there's no like actual counter, but you're gonna aim the bricks. You want to break more windows than her, faster than her. But as you can see, I kind of like delay. And okay, so it says 2 down, and I only knocked down 1. So this is where I started wondering, like, I wonder if I can lose, because I'm kind of behind. But I do catch up and win, so I'm not sure if you can actually lose. But the water gun fight later is an achievement, and you can lose. Or a trophy, I guess I should say. Which is an achievement among itself, it's just called trophies. And I call them achievements. I can't help it.
And that's how you do it.
So, okay, I think we have the back windshield to go after this one.
So, all right.
See, she misses, and I'm not sure if she's deliberately missing until I can catch up, or...
Fuck.
I'm sure. Okay, it's I guess...
Yeah, you like
Oh,
that?
okay. I have more left than I thought, so...
One to go. One.
But we'll finish this, and then you'll be asked to... You'll win, and you'll be given the opportunity to ask a question.
My car had tougher windows.
Actually, I'm sure you can lose, because it is a trophy.
Alright, question time.
Brickmaster.
I'm scared.
So I'm sure if you lose, you don't get the trophy. But it doesn't matter what you ask. I believe I asked, why did you leave? I chose triangle. I don't believe it matters, though. Because this is still part of the Brickmaster trophy.
Why did you leave
And not the
that time?
conversation.
I was in a weird space. Look, I didn't tell anyone.
But
But we are nearing the end of this chapter.
No, it's just... You gotta see this thing, and we're almost there. Come on.
You didn't answer my question.
And you can already see the tension building in the relationship, and there's the sense of there is a past and something there that we're curious about. So even with so much that they've given us, they're still offering us more to want.
What are we doing?
Such a great game,
This place is creeping me out.
and I have a feeling that we won't see a sequel, and I would really enjoy. I would really love to, but. It was just such a success. I'm not sure if they would want to venture back and risk forcing anything else onto us just for the sake of us liking it. So here's a collectible. You want to get that. In this room here. And I guess I actually was reading them. I couldn't even remember to tell you what I read, but I guess I was reading them. For the sake of the walkthrough, I should have just blown through them and read them later on my own time, so I apologize for that. Fuck, fuck, fuckity, fuck, fuck. I like that part of it. Like, those memos, they remind me of the old Resident Evil days, where you'd get your you'd read the diaries, the journals, the papers. I used to love that, and I remember the one that I'll never forget is the Itchy Tasty one. Yeah, that journal's great. And I believe it was Resident Evil 5, where you're back in that, you're underground. You get back. Maybe it wasn't 5. No, I think it was Resident Evil 5, and you revisit the Itchy Tasty journal.
The whole city has power. They just flipped the
Okay, so we're gonna flip the power on, then we're gonna exit
There's no way this is gonna work.
down the hall here. There's really nothing else to tell you, folks. So I'm gonna let this episode or this chapter play out. Thank you for watching.
Wait, so
You can
the
leave
whole mall's
feedback
gone?
in the comments,
Let's go find out.
or you can leave comments and feedback in the comment section below. If there's anything you'd like to see, any advice, let me know, please. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.
See this?
Wait, I know what you're trying to do.